Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Babi and welcome to Snakebird. What is Snakebird, you ask? Well, Snakebird is a puzzle game about snakebirds. Very well, I guess that explanation doesn't really suffice. Now let's take a actual closer look at the game. First off, the game is developed and published both by Numinant Studios, the guys responsible behind Nimbus. So let's see if Snakebird lives up to the reputation that the studios have built up. First off, settings, nothing really interesting. We can change resolution and we can toggle off full screen mode and we can toggle it on again. Also, we can toggle off music and sound. It would be very neat if there was a slider there instead, but that's one of my minor complaints of the game. So yeah, let's boot up the game. One thing that shows already is that the game has got gorgeous aesthetics. It's very happy. It gives a very neat atmosphere, and it is complemented by the music that is playing in the background. It is not all too serious, and I kind of like that. It's very child-friendly, but I wouldn't say this game is necessarily for children. Alright, so this is the world map, and the world map contains all these levels, and the ones I completed are marked by a star, and the ones I have not completed yet are marked by the squares, the blue squares over here. These levels are unlocked, but I haven't actually completed them. These are obviously not all the levels. There's going to be more. Once you unlock a certain level, once you finish a level, you are going to unlock the adjacent levels. That's pretty much how you progress in this game. So there's no linear approach, but it doesn't really matter because you're going to have to finish all the puzzles anyway. So yeah, I'm going to start in one of the more advanced puzzles. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's go to puzzle 2. Because, you know, puzzle games are not really my forte, but I did put some time into this game, and I think it's very much worth it. Alright, so to start off, we got a Snakebird over here. Snakebird is very reminiscent of a snake, but the only difference, well, not the only difference, but the sheer difference between the two games is that we don't have bird's eye view, ironically. So we control it sideways, and the snake is affected by physics, as you see right here. It can actually die by falling into the water or any other hazardous environments. Let's undo all these modes, and let's get to the controls. We move the Snakebird by either dragging it with the mouse and or moving it through the arrow keys. So yeah, it's pretty neat that we get two options to move the Snakebird. I kind of like extra functionality. So the goal is to move your Snakebird through this portal over here, but the portal is locked, as you see. We can't actually move into it. We have to grow our snake, although not necessarily. We have to get all the food in the level first. What I meant is that for certain portals for you to be even able to reach them, you have to grow your snake as well. And you do that also by eating the fruit. So there we go. Now, one thing about the game is that you might not want to take the most obvious approach. Like this. I wouldn't actually have thought this to be the way to do it. But there we go. You actually exploit the physics of the game. It is very neat. It adds an extra dimension to the game. It kind of justifies this game for actually existing, as opposed to just another snake game. And there we go, we have eaten all the fruits, and well done, we've cleared the level. Now later on in other stages, let's boot up, let's say level 41, you're going to have more Snakebirds, and it's going to be very, very difficult to see how you actually finish the level. We got two pieces of fruit, and you can actually sit on top of them. And to be honest, I would not know how to finish this level for the life of me. It seems so impossible. It is just horrible. We can move other snakes with previous snakes. And we can switch control by clicking on other snakes. So yeah, that's a pretty neat functionality there. And lastly, but surely not least, I would like to go through something else here. If you were to exit the game and you were still in a puzzle and you boot up the game again, you're going to continue the game exactly where you left it off. So if you're in the middle of a puzzle and you think, I'm going to finish this the next day, then you're encouraged to do so. The game automatically saves, and I think that is a good thing for games like this. I believe that every single puzzle game should have this functionality, you being able to leave whenever you want and continuing exactly where you left off. Snakebird. I highly recommend this game if you like puzzles, if you are remotely good at them. I do gotta warn you, this game makes you feel very dumb, because you're very likely to not succeed if you're not that good at puzzle games. But even I did find enjoyment in it, so again, I do recommend this game for most people. There we go, that's Snakebird. As always, have a good one, people. Cheers.